Got it earlier, County Commissioner for Hennepin County, Gail Dorfman, is also present with us today. One more? You've already had one, so I'm going to... Thank you.
My question is for the chairman and the secretary. State and local governments, like St. Paul, have had a hard time planning long-term projects because of the delay in their authorization. What can you tell them? How soon can they expect?
This is the first time you've seen the Secretary of Transportation out here on a listening session about the future of transportation. He is taking the department to every state in the nation to hear people's views and interests on the future of transportation. Now, there are two levels of this. One is the stimulus program. We now have 8,700 projects on which work is actually underway. We have 11,300 projects approved. We have $30 billion obligated. This is my report card on the stimulus. Every 30 days I hold a hearing on the jobs created. And the purpose of this is to draw down the backlog of state of good repair projects. Those are filling the potholes, resurfacing streets, putting them in good condition so your drive can be less costly, less time-consuming. And there are 9,500 additional projects in the pipeline that state DOTs have identified for the second round of stimulus. We've already created 760,000 direct and indirect jobs in the supply chain as well as jobs on-site, on projects all across America, building highways and bridges. Improved 24,000 lane miles of highway, built and rebuilt 1,200 bridges, and provided $1.3 billion in payroll for persons who were previously getting an unemployment check who are now getting a payroll check. We've avoided $213 million in unemployment compensation checks that were being paid out to people. They're back on the payroll, they're getting their health insurance reinstated, and they're paying $260 million in taxes on the jobs already underway. The next phase, which we've done also concurrently, is to move the long-term investment bill. Our 6-year transportation bill has been moved through subcommittee, ready to take it up in full committee. And the administration, now that they're nearing the goal line, I hope, on health care, will be able to concentrate efforts. I think we'll hear something from the President in his State of the Union Wednesday night. At least I've made suggestions about what he might say. Yes, we need to have the longer term program and authorization in place so that contractors will have the confidence to invest in their business, so that state DOTs and metropolitan planning organizations and rural transportation organizations and transit agencies can plan ahead to make those investments on a sustained basis. That's been the genius of our Highway Trust Fund, and create 6 million net new jobs over the next 6 years of this program. So we're underway, we're on track.
Just wanted to add on the Senate side that we are very supportive, I am, of what Congressman Oberstar is trying to do. I actually voted to move the bill on a faster track, which he supports, than it was moving in the Senate. But I'm very hopeful we're going to do this. We cannot just keep waiting while they're building high-speed rail in Shanghai, and they're building all kinds of other improvements all around the world. It's time to move on this because it's about jobs and it's about safety. When we had our summit today, we were only about a mile from the bridge that collapsed in the middle of Minneapolis, which has become a symbol of the deteriorating infrastructure in the country. And while we rebuilt it, there's a lot of other things that need to be rebuilt. So we are eagerly awaiting this bill. We'd like to get it done in the Senate as well. And I'll turn it over to Secretary LaHood.
You know, what I've told people is that the President wants a very comprehensive, robust bill. The President believes in infrastructure. He believes in a strong transportation program. That's why we have the $8 billion for high-speed rail, $8 billion for transit, the money that we spend at airports, and $28 billion for highways, which is all included in economic recovery. And we're going to work with Congress on a jobs bill and fashion it in a way that it will continue the progress that we've made over the last year. But the president does want to work with Congress on a comprehensive way forward so that people do have a roadmap for a transportation program for America. And we're committed to doing that. The president's committed to doing that. He favors a very strong bill, and we're going to work with Congress, particularly to find the resources to do all the things that all of us want to do. Not only to continue our progress on roads, but on high-speed rail, on transit, on light rail, on bike paths, on walking paths, and all the things that we all want to do, that we know Americans want to do. The president's committed to this, and we'll work with Congress on it this year.
Thank you, guys. We have
Thank you. Yep, I can. Thank you so much.